Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Dunedin Ice Stadium for the second game of the weekend here between the Dunedin Thunder Women and the Canterbury Inferno. My name's Chris. I was doing the colourful commentating last night. I'll be doing the play-by-play, joined again by Matt Whiffen, who'll be doing the fun stuff in between plays.
The fun stuff, you call it.
Yeah, the fun stuff.
I've got to be on the ball. I've got to be looking at the game, looking at how they play, trying to pick out little bits that I want to talk about. Full focus. And I've only just got here. I actually thought puck drop was 4:30. So I'm sorry, Chris.
That's all right.
Make you panic. Nightmares of doing it all alone again.
Yeah, no, nightmares. That's all right. That's what I thrive on. So, little handshake between the captains there, and little stick tap. They'll head off to the nets to prepare. Now, of course, as you said last night, that was the second win ever for the Thunder, who are here in their fourth. Is it fourth or fifth?
This is their fourth year now.
Mm-hmm.
They've had 3 previous years, and what a fantastic way to start the season with a victory against the odd rivals from Canterbury.
Yeah, no, it was a brilliant way to start the year, and to do so in such emphatic fashion as well was something I think they'll take a lot of pride in, and we'll see if they can take that pride into tonight's game and get themselves their second win of the weekend.
Yep, bring the joy for hockey. You know, we were reading the comments from the players on what they hoped for the season last night, and they're all very positive, just trying to get that team vibe going, you know, bring a culture to the team to find that love for hockey and just enjoy every moment with each other and the time on their ice. And having fun playing hockey helps you get into the game, you enjoy the little things that you do well, and it improves your performance.
Well, absolutely, and then when things aren't going quite your way, if you're still out there trying to enjoy it and live the moment, then it's much easier to get back on the horse and to bring things back down your way. And we'll see if Canterbury manage to live that sort of ethos tonight and just get back on the horse, have some fun, and get themselves a win in this first weekend of the 2023 New Zealand Women's Ice Hockey League. So we've got the face-off between Beth Scott and is that Kloss? I can't see the number. I think it's Kloss there in the middle.
Number 6. Number 6 is Klaus, yes.
And face-off one, eventually by Thunder. Beth Scott takes it in. Linton drops it back for Scott again, puts it up to the blue line. Straight through the legs across, and Jeffries is after that. Put across the face of the goal.
Naoka Wallard starting in net for the Dunedin Thunder Women's tonight after a big game last night, her first ever game, and getting the shutout.
That was a pretty spectacular debut for her here in New Zealand. And Canterbury breaking out. But the puck ends up on the stick of Rebecca Lilly. Across to Thompson. Puts it up for Caitlin Heel. Tries to find Lilly in the middle, but can't find the stick. Shot. Shields breaking out, but Lilly gets in front of that and drops it for Vanel. Vanel will chase in her dump. And that's picked off there by Caitlin Heel. Can't quite hold on to it though. She comes back and grabs it. Send across to Lilly, up to Hayward. Who'll take it into the offensive zone, but can't quite hold on to it. Nobody on the wing there for Canterbury, so Vanel will pick up the puck.
Nice job there from
Cameron
to pick that puck up. Tried to get it deep, wasn't able to do so, but got the change in anyway.
And now Keenan will start from behind the goal for Thunder, up to Sam. She gets it out of the zone, but Canterbury will bring it back in.
Nice sweet pass off the boards from Whitney Keenan there. This line that's on there now for the Thunder, Sophie Sam really impressed me last night. She's still very young.
And shot on from Beth Scott, but that's dealt with by the goalie.
It's Coco
stepping in.
Coco Cruikshank in the goal there tonight for Canterbury.
Scott puts the shot on, but that's blocked in front. And Scott bringing it up the wing. But it's picked off by Canterbury and comes out of the zone. And Lainey Keenan up for Sophie Sam, who'll dump and go for the change. Ooh, that almost was picked off by Scott, but no, the Canterbury team will bring it up to the middle with Kloss. Leaves it on the blue line for a teammate. Fires it towards the goal, but nothing on that, so battle behind the net. Linton will come up with the puck in the corner. But Jeffries picks it up behind the net for Canterbury, puts it across the goal.
Thompson tied up the player in front, doing a good job on Kloss. Did the net come off there briefly?
Yeah, I thought I heard an early whistle, but it seems like everything is fine from the ref's perspective. So we'll go for a face-off in Dunedin's zone between Sammy Hayward and Shields. Shields won that, but Dunedin are able to clear, and Caitlin Heel will chase that one down.
Go now to the net.
Almost put it on Vanel's stick, but not quite.
Just
Lily keeps it in.
A little bit of confusion there on the blue line between Heel and Lily there too. They both wanted the long shot from the point.
All right, Canterbury pulled that up, and Gardner comes in for the shot, and that is under the pads of Wellard.
Yes, good save there from they shot along the ice, looking for the 5-hole from Gardner.
And it was very close to getting through the 5-hole, but no, it was held underneath the pads of the goalie. So Mawson comes in against Shields for the face-off.
Nice.
Quick shot by Biergaard, who was player of the day last night for Canterbury.
Yeah, nice plan to win that face-off to the player waiting for that quick shot.
Big through pass up there, not quite on the stick of Whitney Keenan, who chases it down, but Canterbury breaking out.
Cameron fighting through, a couple of players on the boards.
Sam will clear that out with Whitney Keenan. It's picked off by Dunedin in the neutral zone, pushed back up, but Canterbury will bring it back in. Shot on from Armiento.
And across now, skating out of their own zone.
She got support there from Beth Scott.
Hannah Cross not playing a lot of hockey lately, but looking like she hasn't missed a beat from when she was over at the World Champs. She's up in Palmerston North now. I think we were talking to Caroline Lilly last night. Some Palmerston North not playing any hockey up there. No roller, no ice.
No, not at all.
But she just slots into the team on the back there in defence. Very comfortable.
And yes, she is getting in on that play and backed up very well by her line mate there to get that down deep. And almost kept in there by Beth Scott, but Canterbury will break it out and head down to Dunedin's end. Now on the stick of Beth Scott. And unlike last night, the puck came out from that boards battle there. We're on the stick of Beth Scott, across for Linton.
Just a little bit in front.
And a good stick from Barnett there to get it back for Canterbury. But Lily's, Lily almost had that there. And a good stick lift from Abby Hill to get it back to Rebecca Lilly. And Shields breaking out there, but picked off by Bernal. And sent across the ice, chased down by Sammy Hayward. Bernal will chase it down below the goal line. Across to Hayward. Oh, that pass is picked off there by Biergaard. Sends it up for Shields, but that's broken up and ends up with Rebecca Lilly.
Well, nice
little
pass.
Between the legs tap there from Caitlin Hill.
A little bit of miscommunication though on the pass back.
And then just pulled up by Shields, who sends it across, and that's picked off by Abby Hill. Ends up with Caitlin Hill. And now on the stick of Biergaard, who, as we saw last night, has some pace and puts a shot on, but that's dealt with easily by Wellard. And Hayward picks up the puck on the wing. Lily just whiffed on it there.
Got away with it though.
Yeah, she picked it back up and pushed it around for Caitlin Hill. And good little block there from the Canterbury player, but that will be icing.
One of a rare stoppage in play at the moment. They've just
Yeah, I was just thinking, have they even had any whistles? There's been a couple of stops from the goalies, but
there's been one or two from the goalies, but they've been.
What's very different from last night is there's been nobody in the penalty box.
It's true. Yeah, last night I think there was 4 penalties within like the first 6 minutes, so keeping it clean. A few shots on from both teams, but nothing looking really dangerous at the moment. No one establishing any sort of zone time for any length of period.
No. And Canterbury win that face-off and come around behind the goal. That's cleared out and will be chased down by Rosie Harris. Picks up that one for Dunedin. We'll take it behind her goal and look for a wing. And she finds that with Sophie Sam. But Canterbury get in the way of that and send it back down behind the goal. Picked up by Whitney Keenan. No, Lainey Keenan sends it around for Whitney Keenan, but it bounces off her stick and shot on net right into the chest of Wellard.
Good hard shot from Gardner right on the point there. No one from Canterbury able to really take away the vision of Wellard or get a stick in there, so she had no real trouble catching that one in her pads.
And that face-off ends up with Dunedin, chased down to the defensive zone by Linton. She picks it back up again.
Oof, ran into
solid hit there, just ran straight into.
Yeah, she ran into Samantha Keeley there.
Puck's kept in at the blue line, but now it's tapped back out.
Nothing illegal about the hit this time around. Just an unfortunate.
Just
turn.
Sort of ran into her.
Yeah.
Beth Scott taking it down below the goal line. It's dealt with very well.
Yeah, Luong doing a great job.
Now on the stick of Linton, she'll pass it around behind the goal for Ryle. Straight back to Linton. Just a bit of a backhand attempt from Ryle. Doesn't come off and goes behind the net.
Just went wide. Nice big pass out in front. This team
very well set up.
This line's doing a good job of just keeping the puck down low and winning the puck back in the corner.
It's a good forecheck in there from Thompson to keep it in. Just put it towards the net.
Good. Play that one, Crookshank.
Nobody in the zone, so she has to play it. There's a sent onto the stick of a flying Caitlin Hill, who puts a shot off, but that's blocked. And Canterbury are looking to break out.
Nice pass up the wing.
From Kloss up to Hart, who tries to get a shot off, but that one's blocked. And Thompson with the stick behind the goal. Up to Beth Scott, who tries to send a long pass, but that's blocked by Hart. And now Caitlin Hill taking it down below the Canterbury goal line. Puts it in, little backhand deke straight behind the goalie for the first goal of the game here in Dunedin tonight. So that puts the Thunder up 1-0 just over halfway through the first period.
Yep, Galen Hill just picked up the puck on the far wing over there, skated around the corner and just brought it back out in front and just waited till Cruikshank made a wee move and then slid the puck in through that 5-hole.
And Canterbury come away with the puck after the face-off to restart the game, but Caitlin Hill manages to get that and puts it forward. Canterbury now coming in, Biergaard with the puck on her stick. And easy little stick check there from Abby Hill, who puts it across the wing for Vanel. Doesn't quite get to her stick though, and that's sent back deep for Gardner, who loses the puck to Rebecca Lilly, sends it around for Caitlin Hill, who doesn't quite ice the puck. And the puck now with Biergaard under pressure from Sammy Hayward. A little battle there on the boards. Shields comes up with that, sends it forward for Biergaard, who opts to dump and go for the change.
They were aware there. They had a slight 2-on-1 if they moved the puck a little faster up ice. As Rebecca Lilly was isolated by herself as Abby Hill had pinched in.
A little bit of a scramble there. Puck ends up with Angelique Mawson heading in for an offensive shot. And that sinks into the gear of Cruikshank.
Yeah. Not sure.
I think our DJ's a little bit too excited there.
Yeah, too excited.
That one did not go into the net. So we'll have an offensive face-off for Dunedin. Mawson's going to stay on and take the face-off. And wins the face-off back to Harris. Puts a shot on, and that's off the shoulder, or the blocker, I couldn't quite tell, of Cruikshank.
Rosie Harris was trying to get that one going last night, but this time she connected.
And she's smiling about that one too. She knows she
got that.
She'll get the next one.
She got that great face-off win for Angelique Mawson. Straight back to her defense.
And wins that over cross to on the stick of number 6 now. Kloss heading in deep for Canterbury, puts the shot on, but that's just off the stick of Keenan. And it's sent back towards the goal, but on the stick now of Rosie Harris for Dunedin. Put it up the wing for Whitney Keenan. Over the stick of Whitney, but Angelique Mawson will put it across for Sophie Sam.
Her teammates offer a change, so she's going to hold that one up.
Now Kloss coming in fast again, down the wing. Swing it around behind the goal. Just skating circles around Dunedin at the moment.
Looking for a chance to cut in.
And she tries to cut in, but puts it off the post.
Left it.
And that's in the net.
Oh,
that bounced off the goalie's skate. A shot from behind the goal line just bounced on the goalie's skate. And so Canterbury have their first goal of the game and their first of the weekend.
Yeah, talk about an impossible angle.
That was a very impossible angle, but they made the impossible possible. So I didn't quite catch who scored that one.
No, I didn't either. But we'll head to the stats page, of course. You can also head to the stats page, the NZWIHL.com, and follow the menus to the live stream links.
And Biergaard comes up with the puck after the face-off to restart and heads in deep under pressure from Cross. But she stays with it, and she's got the puck for another shot, but that is dealt with by Cross, who sends it off towards the wing.
Oof.
And there is a penalty called against. Anderson.
She's straight on.
She's like, yep, that's me.
That's me. Looked like she tried to, I don't think she intentionally tried to put the Canterbury player into the boards. She missed anyway.
And that looks like a legal hit if I've read that correctly. So we have our first penalty of the game against Anderson from Dunedin. So Canterbury will go into the power play and see if they can take the lead here with the score at 1-1. Slap shot goes over the net. And Lily opts to take this deep herself rather than send it length of the ice. Looks for the pass, but that is picked off and ends up with Abby Hill, who's looking for the pass, but that's picked off by Jeffries. But Beth Scott gets in the way of that and passes it up to Ryle. That's just a little bit past Ryle, so now with Cameron. Takes it behind her net. Up to Gardner on the wing, who sends it across for Biergaard, but just in front of her, so Lily manages to get onto that. For Dunedin back from Scott to Lily again, across to Abby Heel. Takes it in for Dunedin. Oh, brilliant work by Abby Hill just to hold on to that and gets the shot off, but nothing going for her there. So Cameron will break out from behind the net.
Abby Hill, silky mitts there, dangling around a few defensemen, and it's a tough-looking power play here for the Inferno. They just can't get the puck back off the Thunder.
Thunder on the very offensive penalty kill. Sammy Hayward sends it in and chases her own puck down. But Canterbury get that up.
Oh, and arm goes up.
We have a penalty called
tripping
against
beyond Kloss, is it?
Kloss. Yeah, I was a bit confused because she blew the whistle when Dunedin had the puck. But it does appear as though Kloss has been called 2 minutes for tripping.
Caitlin Hill was coming in like a wrecking ball, though.
And she absolutely was.
I thought it was going to be an illegal check on someone, the way she was steaming in there. So
with, I think, 20 seconds left.
20 seconds, yes it is.
And then if nothing going, Dunedin will head to the power play. Caitlin Hill gets the puck on the face-off. Comes around, puts a shot on, and easily gloved by Crookshank.
The goal from the Inferno was scored by Sophie Jeffries, assisted by Emma Kloss. First goal of the season for the Canterbury Inferno. And one backwards by Canterbury, who get it up to Shields, who'll opt to ice the puck, I think forgetting that it's still 4-on-4. Yeah, maybe just not aware of the situation or how much time was left on the clock. 2
seconds.
5 seconds.
Oh yeah, it must be 5.
5 seconds.
So get the puck, win it back behind your goal line for a couple of seconds, and then you can ice it. Or even go for the quick breakout with your player coming out of the bin. That's on Caitlin Hill's stick. Sends it into the middle, but enough sticks in the way. That ends up back on the stick of Vanel, who puts it underneath the goalie's pads and gets the goal. I didn't see if we were still 4-on-4, so we'll see how that one is recorded.
The time was very, very close. I think Anderson might have been out of the box, so I negate that power play that only just started. But I don't know how Kate Fennell found that puck again.
There was sticks everywhere. There were 3 Canterbury players in the way, and she just managed to get lucky there.
Well covered. And yeah, it must have been just after the expiry of the penalty on.
Yep, so probably the quickest power play you could possibly have. Canterbury now bringing it in. Sammy Hayward clears the zone, gets it up to Caitlin Hill. Tries to put it back for her own teammates, and that will be called offside. So we'll come back for a face-off.
Same officiating team tonight with Ashley Davidson.
Now I have been told Ashley Watson as
wow, Ashley Watson.
Ashley used to be Ashley Davidson.
Okay,
and well, Ashley Watson.
The NZWIHL website does need to update that, because that is what I've got. on the official webpage. So
maybe somebody who's got the right abilities to change that is listening. So Dunedin pick it up behind Canterbury's goal line. Put forward for Sam, but that bounces off the skates, and Rebecca Lilly will try and send it in. I almost said Charlie Lilly.
we all know which one is the better Lily.
And Canterbury will take that one in down deep on the wing, but picked off by Abby Heel. Oh, obviously it's Caroline Lilly.
Yes.
Abby Hill manages to get it back and sends it around for Whitney Keenan, but sent in by Cameron.
Oh, diving block there. That's dangerous.
Blown dead by the ref there. That was very close to going in from the Canterbury player. I can't quite catch the number there.
88. Eccleton Allen had a great chance.
Just her and the goalie, and she's almost got that past the goalie's pads, but we'll restart with
much closer period in terms of shots from last night's first period. 10-7 is the count so far in favour of the Thunder.
Yeah, well, I think by the end of the second period, they only had 8 last night, the Canterbury team, so they've definitely stepped up. And stepping up here, getting the puck in deep.
Little use of the stick there by Gardner.
And Biergaard now coming down the wing. Cuts into the middle. And shot off from Shields.
It was loose in front there. Thunder just able to get it clear.
Rebound comes out, and Samantha Cross is able to send it up the ice. And just send it in deep, chased in by Anderson. That puck sent behind the goal, ends up with Spooner. Loose puck in front of the net, sent deep. Picked up by Cameron. And Canterbury will now break out. Prescott just got in the way of that. But Shields will reset and send it up for Jeffries. He'll go in alone. Her team on a change, sends it in to the goalie's chest, and we'll have a whistle for the Canterbury offensive face-off.
Neve Spooner was just out on the ice. Former player for the Wild, I believe, now in the Thunder.
And Canterbury gets a shot off.
Oh, that one looked like it was thrown on goal by Jeffries.
Very close. Yeah, I couldn't quite see if she actually got it in her glove there, but
tried to play it down, and Wellard was forced to make a save.
Yeah. Don't know if they would have counted that if it went in.
The line out here at the moment for the Thunder, made up of Beth Scott with Linton and Ryle. 2 Tekapo players and a Gore representative playing for the Dunedin Thunder.
Now Jeffries fighting with Harris, but ends up with Kloss. Will come around on the backhand, tries to send it in, but goes behind the net. Scott looking for a pass. She'll pull up and send it, try and send it back around, but Kloss works hard to get that back, and it ends up with Linton of Dunedin. We'll take it around behind the goal. Up for Ryle, now with Beth Scott. Can't quite get past. Now that's sent in deep. Linton picks it up for Dunedin in the offensive zone, sends it round. And Hayward will chase that. But that's sent up by Canterbury and ends up with Rebecca Lilly. Almost loses it there. That was a very dangerous moment, but it's sent up. Caitlin Heel will chase in for Dunedin. And take it round behind the net. Cuts back in. Ooh. Shot is blocked by the goalie. Good stick in the way of that. And that's tapped out by Canterbury. So Dunedin will reset down in their defensive zone. Lilly and Shields going for it, and Shields comes out with the puck. And just doubles back, looks for a pass. Under the pressure of Lilly, and she just opts to leave it for a defence. So send it up for Biergaard. And Dunedin picked that off. Lilly's heading up, dumps it in, chases her own puck.
Doing a lot of work herself on this shift, Lily. Activating from the back.
Multiple times. Up in the wing, Hayward leaves it behind. And there we have the end of the first period. 2-1 the score now, with 11-10 the shots. So it's a much, much closer game in all aspects than it was last night at this period.
Yeah, Canterbury have stepped up a little bit. They've put more shots on goal, which is something I would expect from a team that got outshot quite heavily last night. You know, if you're getting outshot by that much, it's going to be a hard press to win the game. So Matt Sanford will probably be going back into the changing rooms after this period quite happy, and we'll have a few more things to say. But overall, I'd be happy as a coach to see that you're really fighting for it tonight.
Yeah. And so we'll see you back here in, about 13 minutes time for period 2 between the Canterbury Inferno and Dunedin Thunder Women. everybody, and welcome back to the Dunedin Ice Stadium for period 2 of the second game here this weekend between the Dunedin Thunder Women and the Canterbury Inferno. Now we come back for the second period with the scores at 2-1 the Thunder, much closer than it was this time yesterday, and especially we could look at the shots on goal, 11-10, very tight in comparison to yesterday's game.
Yeah, absolutely a much closer encounter after the first 20 minutes, I'm sure. Two coaches would have had a few words to say about the way each team played, but overall, I'd say they'd be generally happy with how things went, Chris.
Oh, absolutely. I think they Canterbury will be very happy to be as close as they are and to be doing so well. And I think they'll come out in this period and they'll be looking to go back into the sheds with the lead. And I think they believe they can do it too.
Oh, absolutely. You've got to believe. They've got some players that can do it too. We've seen some great skills from the Inferno players. Jeffries, the goal scorer for them, looks like she could put one home. And Biergaard, who looks like one of the fastest players out there.
Absolutely, she's screaming across the ice.
She's looking for that play through the middle of the face-off and get another breakaway. Hannah Shields also looking down at her line out there. Looks like they could pull one out. Goal scorers for the Dunedin Thunder were Caitlin Hill and Kate Brunel.
And puck drop coming here between Kloss and Hayward to start the second period. And won by Hayward back to Abby Hill. Sends it up to Brunel. Gets it into Hayward, but that's taken off her stick by Kloss. And Hodge now behind her own goal. Brings it up, passes up onto the wing. And across to Jeffries.
Nice breakout play there.
It's picked off by Lily. Kloss almost gets it on goal, but the goalie gets the glove on that, and we'll have a whistle for a face-off down Dunedin's end.
Yep. Well, it wasn't having any of that puck anywhere near her goal. She just covered up on the side there.
She's feeling the loss of that shutout. She wants to keep it at 1.
It hurts. It hurts. But a win's a win if you can get it. So, unfortunate there. Trip.
Players all over the ice now.
Thunder players dropping like flies. Really collapsed.
Has sent goalwards, but that just sails wide up to Caitlin Hill, who can't get a stick on it, but
just out of the reach of her
no,
stick.
I think she must have tapped it on the way through, so Greaves will take that behind her own net, send it onto the wing and across, just broken up by Linton. And Dunedin will bring that out. Chased down by Cameron. And Scott pokes out the back onto the stick of Ryle. Puts it in front, but that sails over a teammate's stick.
Ooh,
another slap shot from Harris, but that's blocked by
Shields,
who takes it in, but is just stopped by Cross.
Hannah Cross using her body there just to knock Shields off her balance.
Biergaard almost comes back with that, but Beth Scott now bringing it out for Dunedin across the blue line. Going on her own, shoots and scores.
Oh, nice goal for Beth Scott. One of the defenders, I think, just found themselves out of position there with Beth Scott beating that one player. There was no one else in front of her.
And she saw that there. She opted not to take the assistance of her teammate. Now, this goal song, fun fact, is the team singing.
Really?
Yes. I had the lovely experience of that randomly sent to my Facebook inbox a few hours ago with no context.
What are they singing?
I can't quite remember. My brain's too focused on the fact that Canterbury have the puck down below the goal line.
Fair enough.
And that's sent up.
Quite unique though, isn't it?
Yeah. And Canterbury now heading towards goal. But Keenan picks that up. Leaning Keenan. Bank pass to her sister, but that goes a bit too far, and that will be icing. But yeah, it's just another reflection of this team wanting to have fun and do things their own way. And yeah, they wanted to have their own goal song and they sang it themselves. So listen closely next time they score. So Angelique Mawson here wins the face-off back to her own goalie.
Right to the blue paint.
Jeffries picks it up for Canterbury, up to Cameron. Sends it across the face of the goal. And behind the goal now, just over the stick of Jeffries, she'll chase it around. Followed by Rosie Harris, who gets the puck for herself. Sends it up to Keenan. And now chased down by Mawson, who's got support with Sam in the middle. Leaves it for Keenan. And Cameron just comes through and uses the glove to get rid of that one.
A missed opportunity there. I think Mawson either didn't know that Sam was there or didn't think she could get the pass across. But Sophie Sam was well open heading to the net.
So Abby Hill sends it up for Sammy Hayward.
Great breakout.
With support there from Caitlin Hill and Vanel. Leaves it for Vanel, who it's a bit too much on that, sends it around for herself. Up for Abby Hill, towards goal to Caitlin Hill. Brings it around the back, she's looking for that back pass again. Up onto the blue line for Lily, and we know what she's going to do now. And into the glove, seen all the way. Brilliant, brilliant tracking from Cruikshank.
She gets a hug from her defenders because that was well tracked.
That was a brilliant track from the goalie.
There was a lot of bodies in front as Lily took a couple of steps in to wind into the shot. A fantastic play from the Thunder around and behind the net. Just the interplay, the little passes, cycling it around, and it led to a fantastic chance for Lily. And they're still out there this line.
Puck back for Lily on the blue line again. Gets a shot off.
Oh.
And another shot.
Blocked by Gardner in front on that original shot.
Abby Hill gets a shot off, but that's blocked by Shields. And now Canterbury break out. Coming up the right wing. Team's going for a change there. There's sticks and players everywhere. And now taken up by Abby Hill. Gets it to Sammy Hayward, who goes down. But gets back up on her feet. And
Gardner on that zone entry tried to go through a couple of players and got absolutely sandwiched.
And puck comes up for Biergaard, who sends it down, and it might be enough for icing. And that is, Lily just couldn't quite get to that. So we'll head back down Canterbury's end for the face-off. So yeah, a few collisions and sticks flying and bodies flying in that.
Not afraid to cut through the middle. And I know it's a non-checking league.
But the aggression and the physicality is there. You can see it from both teams tonight.
There's no free space on the ice. You can't just go where you want without some repercussions by the looks of it.
And our referee's not happy with the face-off there, so we'll do that one again. And one by Dunedin, sent in by Cross. Just bounces over the stick of Scott, who'll come round. Cross shoots it wide and comes around for Scott on the boards. That nice little stick check there from Canterbury. And they'll get it out and comes on to Cross in the neutral zone. He'll just dump it in and Scott will chase that in.
Odd around the boards for no one really.
Thompson working hard to keep it in, but it's tapped out by Canterbury, and Cross sends it up, chased down by Linton, but it will end up with Barnett, who sends it up for her teammate. But Scott picks it up on the blue line, brings it forward, but just a few too many sticks in the way, and that sails off her stick.
Oh, Hodge turned it over.
Scott looking for the pass, goes for the pass, but that's blocked by a skate in the way. She picks it back up again. Pushes it around for Sam, but that goes around all the way to Whitney Keenan. And Canterbury picked it up And Kloss looking to break out here. But now it ends up with Sophie Sam on the blue line. She dumps that and goes after it herself. And that's sent the length of the ice. And should...
Oh,
that has been waved off.
Waved off. It was shaving the side of the post.
I think they're a bit unlucky for that to not be called there, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it was just a little move from the goalie.
And there's something's been called. There is an illegal hit by somebody. Well, number 18, Hart.
I missed that.
So I didn't see that. You guys watching at home can double back and check what happened there. But yeah, illegal hit from number 18, Hart.
Double check that. I didn't really see anything. Was though an illegal hit.
And Canterbury win the face-off, and Cameron sends that round.
Lucy Jane Hart, 2 minutes in the bin for an illegal hit. There you go. Another one.
And that's sent down, and that won't be icing.
Probably Thunder's strongest lineup out there at the moment.
Caitlin Hill leaves it for Abby Hill, and she'll come up through the middle of the ice, going all the way south. Passes in for Hayward, but there's a stick in the way and she can't get a shot off. Oh, Lily almost keeps that in.
Yeah, it's like a double.
Very good catch with the stick, but bounces a little bit too far for her. Oh, Hill just pulls up on the blue line, almost sends the team offside, but they stay on, and Caitlin Hill goes deep. Comes around the back of the goal looking for the pass. There's nobody in the slot, so she leaves it for Hayward. Comes back around off of Vanel, takes it off the skate. Looking for the pass up to Lily on the blue line. And she'll pass across to Abby Hill, who gets the shot off. But that's
nice.
Blocked in front. And
great save there with puck coming through all that traffic.
And that's cleared out of the zone by Canterbury. Look at a couple of changes here, at least. The two defenders are staying in the zone, but now Abby Hill takes it in. Looks for a pass, or is she going for a shot? She leaves it for Linton. Sends it across the cross. Blocked in front by Jeffries.
Yeah, great block.
Tries to send that in front of the net, but nobody home. So Canterbury send that length of the ice with 13 seconds to go in the power play for Dunedin.
One last rush if they can pick it up, but Kloss doing a good job down low.
And that sees the power play come to an end. So a good kill from Canterbury in the end.
Dunedin did well. They held on to it in the initial part of the period. Moved the puck well.
Now Cross sends it up for Linton, who's breaking out with Ryle in support. Leaves it for Scott. Cuts in, shoots. That just goes wide.
That's wide. She had so much time
back up
there.
For Cross, who tries to shoot it in. That's blocked, and Linton picks it up, sends it round for Ryle on the boards. Then back to Linton behind the goal. She'll circle up, looks for Scott up towards the blue line. Scott banks around. Jeffries comes into the middle, shoots. That's
nice
off the
save.
blocker of the goalie.
Cruikshank doing a great job there.
And Scott chases down her own rebound, sends it around for Ryle behind the net, looking for a pass. Up to Cross in the middle, but doesn't quite get a stick on that.
All sorts of pressure here from the Thunder. They're going
to go for a change while they've got that possession zone. And Canterbury will send it up for Kloss, breaking into the offensive zone. She'll send that deep, and
I think they all want to change whoever was on the ice here. Canterbury, they were out there for a long time.
Shot blocked by Cross. Another shot goes wide. And Biergaard now with it in the corner. Tries to send it into the zone. But that's picked off by Dunedin. Glove down by Mawson from the shot on the blue line, who sends it onto the wing for Whitney Keenan. Gets the shot on. That is gloved easily by Cruikshank.
Well, after that sort of dominating couple of shifts from the Thunder, Canterbury came back and had a shift of their own down there and troubled the defence in front of the net. No shots on goal, but they looked to make some mischief in front of the net. So
and here we go, see if they can go and do that again. But Caitlin Hill gets in the way of that pass. Left for Sammy Hayward in front, shoots, and that dealt with easily by the goalie again.
Vernell with a fantastic little behind the back pass for Hayward, but Cruikshank is doing really well here. She's saving some great shots.
And I have to wonder if Dunedin are benefiting massively from all of these women play in the local women's league with each other, against each other, and they're learning how to play with each other so well week in, week out. And that's definitely paying off for them today.
I definitely agree with you on that one. Just the time spent on the ice with the same players gives you that sort of sixth sense, you know, of what the player likes to do, where they're going to go. And it is a fantastic little league that they got going with, I think, 4 teams, is it?
4 teams, yes.
4 teams. It's for everyone to have a go.
And we've got icing called on the play against Canterbury, so they cannot change, but Dunedin will get some fresh legs on the ice. Yes, no, there's a wild breadth of talent there. You've got some players who are learning what it means to hit a puck, and others who have played 33 years of hockey. So there's a lot of fun ahead out there with all these experienced players helping people learn the love of hockey. It's a brilliant league to watch and to be part of. You know, I can't be on the ice, but there's a lot of guys supporting the league in other ways.
Just under 8.5 to go.
And Lily with it on the blue line, sends it deep for Davidson behind the goal. It's now under pressure. Sends it up for Abby Hill, back down deep. And Beergard and Lily fighting for it. Lily gets it down, but back with Shields for Canterbury.
This defensive pairing on the ice for the Thunder, Abby Hill and Rebecca Lilly. You'd struggle to find a strong defensive pairing in the league. Oh, Cruikshank again with a big save on Abby Hill. Big save,
Abby Hill on her length of the ice run.
She did it last night. She tried to do it again tonight. Yeah, Abby Hill and Rebecca Lilly, they'll be playing on the New Zealand Ice Ferns, and you're going to struggle to score with them on the ice. They're going to steal the puck. They're going to replays, and they've been doing it here this weekend beautifully.
Keeley now bringing it up from behind the goal for Canterbury, up to Kloss. And that's sent in deep. Chased down, all that bounced a little bit weirdly for Dunedin, and now off the back of their skates, but
nice
kept in
steal
by Kloss. Brilliant steal from Kloss, who now goes for the shot and pings it off the crossbar. I saw that the whole way, and I thought for all rights that was going in. And
I'd said, well, it's not getting that one as she let that go, because that was a pinging shot. It had some heat to it.
And Kloss would have deserved that. She worked hard to get that puck back right on the blue line and ripped that shot right into the red paint.
Just an inch lower.
Canterbury now working hard deep with Kloss on the puck again. She gets away from her player and down for Cameron, who sends it for Jeffries behind the goal, looking for the pass. Right in front, but pressure's on from Beth Scott, who stops the shot from getting off.
Yeah, good position from Beth Scott to be in as a centre.
Now that picked off by Canterbury, and they take it back into the offensive zone. And Beth Scott easily gets a stick on that, sends it up for Linton, who'll chase that one into Canterbury's zone. Looking for a pass. She's got Ryle there. Gives it to Ryle, shoots, and that's in the net.
Oh, I think Cruikshank got a bit of that, but not quite enough.
Yeah, that hit her, but that just bounced up after the shot, and ended up in the back of the net. So that's a goal for Linton. And if you can hear that, the song in the background.
Sounds like professional production.
It does. It does. They've done pretty well.
It's not just a recording on a cell phone in the change rooms, is it?
To be fair, I think it is. They were just listening to, I can't remember the artist's name. Just listening to that song and singing along to it. But Keenan now has the puck picked off her, but Rosie Harris manages to get it back and brings it round. Takes a shot. That's blocked in front by Mawson, her own player.
Yeah.
But now it's with Sophie Sam, who...
Barnett did a good job of getting that up ice.
Oh, and on Barnett's...
another
another post.
Barnett this time, right in front, just found herself all alone.
They're getting close, and can't imagine it's going to be too long until they get the next one. But now the puck's with Whitney Keenan heading up ice for Dunedin. That's just a skate in the way from Barnett.
Oh, she came back and back checked.
Barnett's earning her keep on this shift.
Yeah, she took the shot at the post, came
and
back.
Wood gets in the way of that centering pass and almost gets it out, but Mawson picks it up, sends it back for Sophie Sam, who centres for Keenan, but stick lift gets in the way.
Yeah, Hodge did a great job there lifting that stick.
And Harris does her job, keeps that in deep. Back to Barnett, who's pressured by Hayward, but she keeps hold of the puck. And Hayward's pressure leads to Caitlin Hill getting the puck, sending it around for Vanel.
This line out here again for the Thunder.
Yeah,
just
dominant line, they just work so well.
Steal the puck and start moving it around.
Hayward shoots, it's off the chest of the goalie. And that pass to the blue line ends up with Caitlin Hill, who circles around and looks for the shot. And that's off the pad of the goalie.
They just pick the puck up when it's loose. Find it. Oh,
and now it's just bounced out of the zone. Almost kept it in.
Just out of the way of Rosie Maley.
But Lily there just sees Vanel heading past, puts it off his stick right and deep, and Vanel now gives it to Hill to cycle around.
Ooh, nice
and
work.
A few little ping pong skates in the way there, but that ended up in the glove of Cruikshank.
That's a dangerous line. Every time they get on the ice, you're just looking for that neat little pass in front.
I can't say I've seen too much of this line here. We got Davis, Anderson, and I'm looking at the wrong team list.
Spooner's out. They need
That's the
Spooner.
one.
Winifred Davis lost her footing there.
And it ends up with Biergard, who flies in down the wing, tries to deke around.
Eliza Thompson with a fantastic weak stick play there to steal it.
And now the puck is with Thompson. Gives it to Cross, who does a little deke, but that's picked off by Canterbury, and now back with Thompson. Biergard works hard to get that back for her team, and Shields helps her out. That sends it across. And Davis just sends that out, and it's not moving fast enough to get icing, so Thompson will try and chase that down, but almost goes for a trip.
Mallory Anderson put the burners on there to try and win that puck.
And Biergard working on her knees there. Now Linton sends it up for Scott, and she'll go in to support.
Oh, Linton hit to the net.
Just a little bit behind Linton. And now Kloss will try and break out, but this picked off by Ryle, but sent forward by a teammate anyway.
Oh, that was a
very, very close, but
Linton
said I've had enough of this. We're going to take out.
Got a message for the coaches on the bench.
Yeah.
Catch that puck.
Maybe she doesn't feel like she's got enough ice time. Or she's got too much, she'll be pulled now.
Now the two wingers from Canterbury doing a fantastic job with Beth Scott in the middle. Cameron Linton and Jess Ryle.
A little bit of a hit in the stick in the way he gets that back for Dunedin. Sent forward to Whitney Keenan. And icing waved off. Hart sends that around for Jeffries and she whiffs on the pass, but comes back to Jeffries, who'll try and send it up for Kloss, but that ends up with Whitney Keenan. And now Sophie Sam gets the shot off, but that's in the gear of Cruikshank again.
Having to make some big saves here tonight, Cruikshank. It's been kind of relentless with a couple of the lines from the Thunder just buzzing around the net. Shots, 21. It seems like there should be more, but
it does feel like the Thunder are dominating most of the time, but Canterbury now getting a chance to take it up ice. And Abby Hill picks that off, and that's a nice stick in the way from Barnett.
Abby Hill gets back just as fast. I haven't seen Rebecca Lilly out there for a while. She was on a shift earlier on. She might have taken a bit of a hit on her wrist. She was shaking that, and so we see Maley out there with heel at the moment.
Now Heel picks it up and sends it back to Mawson on the blue line. Back to Heel.
Oh,
that ended up on the stick of Sophie Sam, but somehow did not go in.
I thought it was going to carry him off her skates on that far side.
Yeah.
Abby Heel showing us she's got some of the silkiest hands.
Caitlin Heel coming in like that battering ram she is. Back to Vanel. Under pressure.
Nice.
Good stick from Barnett just to stop that centering pass.
Good stick.
And there we have it, 2 periods down, 4-1. So a much more successful period for Dunedin than it was for Canterbury, who they came into it 2-1. So 2 more goals for Dunedin in that period, no more goals for Canterbury.
Yeah, goals to Beth Scott and Jess Ryle, assisted by Cameron Linton, extending the lead for the Dunedin Thunder win.
But definitely a lot to be proud of, like you said, for Canterbury. They've got some really hard workers out there who are getting close. 2 big ringers off the post.
Yeah, inches away from only being down by 1, really.
Yeah.
Making this game very interesting. I would love to see them get a couple early in this third period, come out with their top lines, put their best players out there and just fight hard for those pucks and try and get 1 or 2 back early on, put pressure on the Thunder women who are trying to do the double this weekend for the first time, win 2 games at home.
That would be brilliant for them. So we'll see which team comes out, fights harder and gets the win in about 13 minutes time. See you soon. Hello everybody and welcome back for the third period of our game here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium on this fine Saturday afternoon. Now don't forget, of course, once this game is over we do have a game kicking off in Queenstown between the NZWIHL and the Auckland Steel, so don't go anywhere once we leave here. But before that happens, we do have the third period to get underway with Dunedin Thunder women's leading 4-1 against the Canterbury Inferno.
Yeah, second period goals to Beth Scott and Jess Ryle give the Thunder that 3-goal lead, which is what they had last night. 3-goal victory, but I'm sure they'll want to add more. They're always hungry for more goals.
And let's see if the Canterbury Inferno have fire in their eyes as they come out for this period and look to take that 3-goal deficit and get rid of that and come back to get themselves a win here on the first weekend of the NZWIHL 2023. With the face-off between Sammy Hayward and Kloss, but Canterbury come up with the puck.
Kloss came inches away from scoring in that second period.
And, ooh, net is off, and
who was that slamming into the...
Somebody ended up running right through the net there as Caitlin Hill came within inches of scoring.
Just waiting for the player to turn so he can see the number 8, Barnett. Heavy hit, but back on her feet, back into the play. Caitlin Hill did a great job of driving the net there, but Quicksand was just moving.
Followed it the whole way.
Yeah, moved across well.
Barnett now sends it up for Kloss, up to Jeffries. And Abby Hill just pushed off the puck, and Jeffries manages to get it back, but Lilia will send that the length of the ice, but that is on net almost. Yes, it is on net, so no ice in there.
Lily wasn't mucking around with that clearance, was she? That was very emphatic.
Second period, she's just swapping line mates because we've got an uneven number of D players for Dunedin.
Yep, Rosie Maley just stepping in on sort of every second shift there.
Shot on net, that's just popped out in front. For Shields almost got a shot off, but
I had no idea where that was, and I don't think Weller knew where it was
I don't think anybody knew where that was in the end, but now it's with Canterbury in the defensive zone. Pressure on from Scott, but comes up for Shields on the wing. And Cameron goes in alone 2-on-1, 1-on-2. But Cross manages to push her off just enough. And comes up with the puck herself, but that pass is picked off. Barnett sends it on net. And that sent the length of the ice. This one might be icing. And it is.
Take a quick opportunity to thank the Dunedin Thunder women's sponsors. Amy Scott of Epic People Development. Awesome Sports with a fantastic ice hockey gear shop here in the Dunedin Ice Stadium. So if you're ever in the ice stadium for any reason, make sure you check out the gear. Fisher Hewitt Plastering for all your exterior plastering needs, and Promo X for promotional clothing, I believe. Promo X?
Yes, it'll be clothing. They do screen printing and the like. And Beth Scott takes it in deep down on the wing. No support at the moment, so she'll cycle around and
tried to wrap it,
but the goalie got in the way of that. So now with Sophie Sam, who sends it round for Whitney Keenan. But that's picked off by Gardner, who sends it up the ice. And Sophie Sam battling for it with 3 Canterbury players and ends up on the stick of Angelique Mawson. She's pressured down deep, but gets it around. Whitney Keenan will chase that, but sent down the ice by Hart, and that is iced. It's a bit of a topsy-turvy start to the third period. No team really dominating, but no team really on the back foot either, as we are almost 3 minutes through this period.
Scoring chances for both teams.
Now under pressure, sends it back. Shot on by Heel, but that goes wide. Good forecheck pressure from Lilly, gets it in, but Jeffries picks it off Hayward.
Yeah, did a nice job going for a change now after that icing.
And good pressure from Hayward on the forecheck. Almost gets it back for it, but Shields picks it up and sends it around for Keeley.
Former inline player Hayward out there with another former inline player in Brunel, now applying their trade on the ice. But you can just see they move the puck well, good hands generally. Cruikshank did a good job there of just coming out to meet, I think it was
it Sammy Hayward. Abby Hill just lost the puck, but it drifted into Sammy Hayward's stick, and she was just a little bit too tight to get a shot off, and that ended up dribbling through the goalie's gear, and the whistle was blown before it came out. So we'll have a face-off with Beth Scott and Shields. And it's won by Canterbury. Biergard banks it off the boards to herself, and we'll see if this goes for icing, and it does.
Hannah Cross showing her speed as well there to reach the goal line before. Gardner has definitely shown her speed as well this weekend. Shout out to the Canterbury Inferno sponsors as well. Brendan Hart, Harcourt's Gold, Ultimate Design and Renovation, Town Planning Group, McAlpine's Mitre 10, Mega Rangiora, and Round 9 Papanui. Big thank you to all the sponsors who help the teams train, play, look good on the ice.
Shields puts it up, sends it the length of the ice, and it has been waved off. So it's sent around the boards for Linton. He looks up ice and doesn't get the pass off. Sends it in deep, and Ryle will chase that down with Keeley. And now with Ryle, who tries to send it, but nobody's home, and that's picked off by Canterbury, and Kloss now sends that one in deep.
A strong back check from the Dunedin Thunder all weekend, really.
And now off goes Beth Scott with only Keeley on her tail. But Canterbury have their reinforcements back now, and
yeah, they got back at numbers there. They recognise Keeley needed assistance through the middle, and by the time Beth Scott was in the zone, there was another 2-3 Inferno players arriving, so really killed any kind of chance that Beth Scott had to make a play.
Good stick from Kloss there to steal that from Sophie Sam, who would have been away if she got that, and that's a shot and goal.
Oh, I think she put that off the helmet. That was beautiful. And what a sally.
Oh. Did we get that one on camera?
That was so good. The bowls knocking down the other player. Kloss has looked dangerous all weekend. Celebrates with her goalie.
And could that be the turning point for Canterbury here? Can they make use of the firepower they've got now and get another quick one to make it 4-3?
Another really tight angle goal too. That one right on the side of the net. The first one from in behind the net.
Shields takes that under pressure from Anderson and taken down, and we do have a penalty on the play.
So a really big opportunity here for the Inferno to get to within one on the power play.
And no question from Anderson, she saw that and she just took off straight to the bench. I don't think she even waited for the whistle.
It's her second penalty. She just knows when she's given one up. She's like, yeah, I've got it, ref. You don't put your arm up. I know.
So we got the goal scorers out there. One of the goal scorers anyway, looking to take advantage of the player advantage. Kloss now with the puck down below the goal line. Doubles back. Looks for Cameron on the blue line. Sent across, but Caitlin Hill got in the way of that. glove down,
that
and
could be another one. No.
no call on that.
Arm
Looked like
stays down.
Hayward may be lucky to get away with something there,
I
but
think she was a little lucky, right?
And
Caitlin
then-
Hill really coming up fast on the player at the point when the players in the Thunder zone.
and it tells you there's a lot of confidence here that they're willing to play that sort of game when they're down 4 on 5.
Well, we saw early in the game with one of the penalties that Canterbury had. I think it was the Thunder that played with the puck for the most of it. They were just controlling. They had the best players out there.
There's brilliant moves from Canterbury there, and Kloss got the shot, but it was blocked in front. But there's much more structure to this power play, and the shot is coming from Cameron, but that's blocked by Caitlin Hill, and they'll reset in the neutral zone
Unlucky there.
with
from
48
Gardner.
seconds left in the power play. Kloss takes it in, looking for the pass, drops it. Shot off the skate, and now on Rebecca Lilly's stick. She'll just send that not length of the ice. That was a good little block there from Canterbury, and that one's sent down the ice, and they'll go for a change.
Heel and Lily off for a change. On comes Thompson and Cross to kill off the remaining 15 seconds here.
Barnett now taking it and passes back to a partner in the D zone. And that is the end of the power play. So a successful kill again for Dunedin. And Shields now coming up through the neutral zone. Doubles back. And good stick in the way. And that ends up with Beth Scott, who's going in, looking for the shot. And that's, bounced up perfectly for Sophie Sam, but she just couldn't quite get the shot off.
It's on her backhand, unfortunately, I think, with that rebound.
And Jeffries with good pressure there. That ends up down deep.
If she was a
And
lefty, I think
Teresa
that was an easy goal.
Oh, absolutely.
Just the backhand, bouncing puck a little bit. Just made it a little bit more difficult.
Mawson, a
Ooh,
little bit of a stick in the way there to prevent Whitney Keenan from getting the shot off.
Yeah, that was Wood making a
No.
great little late minute stick left on Cannon.
And Cameron looking for support. But shot coming. And right into the gear of the goalie.
And no rebound from Weller there, which is very important. There was lots of Canterbury Inferno players at the doorstep waiting for that puck just to drop in front. I got to say, this period, the Inferno are looking quite dangerous when they're in the zone.
Absolutely.
They're certainly pressuring the Thunder here, pushing for that third goal. Spooner
Cross
just
coming
turned
in.
it over.
Backed up by Barnett, but off the knee of Kloss in front. That one's kept in and picked off by Heel, who'll skate down, backed up by Winifred Davis, who'll dump that in and chased down by Spooner. Kloss looking for support, drops that back for Barnett, but goes past her. So Spooner will look for a pass into the middle. That's picked off by Biergard, but Rebecca Lilly gets the pressure on and sends that one deep. Spooner takes it along the boards.
Just off the stick of Mallory.
That shot from Hill goes wide. And now Kloss looking to break out. She's got Biergard in front, passes up to her. Biergard puts that on goal and goes for a change. And Lily puts that one up, goes for a change herself, but Hayward can't quite keep that with her, and Shields is off. But good back check from Kiel. No, Shields keeps it
yes.
and gets the shot off, and that's off the blocker of Wellard.
Great save, very important save. Hannah Shields there did a fantastic job. Looked like she had lost it when Caitlin Hill back checked and lifted the stick, but she fought back and got a good clean shot.
Now a little battle on the boards near the blue line there, and puck comes out, so no whistle is going to happen tonight for that one.
Exactly the same spot, wasn't it, really, over there on the far side?
Yeah.
Just under 9 minutes left in this game.
It's banked around for Caitlin Hill on the boards. She's looking for the pass as Vanel heads up the ice.
At the feet of the Lions person there, unfortunately, for Kate Vanel trying to enter into the zone quickly.
Kloss off with speed.
Is she getting shifts off? She's on the ice a lot at the moment.
That one's just sent calmly around by Caitlin Hill.
Yeah, Inferno really shortened their bench here by the looks of it. Oh, nice chance.
Another shot from Kloss, but that's blocked in front. Never got through to the goalie. Maley out there. Sends that round for Hayward. Doesn't quite get it up to Vanel, but now Kloss has another chance to go in. Good stick in the way from Caitlin Hill, and now we've got almost a 2-on-1.
Linton puts it on.
And easily stopped and gloved by Crookshank.
There might be a few nervous looks between the players on the Thunder bench. The way that the Inferno have upped their game in this third period, they're really doing extremely well. And I think they just know that they just got to get shots on net, so they'll fire them from any angle. They're skating really well.
So good pressure from Harris means the centering pass doesn't come off from Cameron, and now Dunedin break out. Linton with the puck through central zone. She'll follow that all the way down below the goal line. And Cameron comes up with it on the wing, sends it up for Bearguard, but Linton just gets the stick in the way and sends that back to Canterbury's zone.
A good change from the Thunder there as well, getting those fresh legs out.
Keenan now finding it around to her sister Whitney. And Mawson can't quite get it out, but Whitney does, so Canterbury will now head back in with Jeffries holding the puck, drops it for Kloss, who shoots, and I think that hit the post.
It did. That's the second post for her tonight. She's doing everything she can, and she's just getting denied by the thin red pipe.
And now she's got the puck again, looking for a way in, but she's pressured again by Harris, who's always pressuring well when she's anywhere near the puck. And Mawson comes up with it, but pressured hard by Jeffries, who now Jeffries has the puck in the central zone. And up for Kloss, who's now one-on-one. Shoots and
nice glove.
Skillfully gloved by Wellard to get a whistle with, oh God, 5:52.
all the numbers to have. All the numbers you can't read the right way around. You could just say just under 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah, somewhere between 5 and 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah. Kloss is looking like a woman on a mission out there. She is all over the ice, making a lot of good plays. And she's just been denied by the slightest margin at the moment.
Just a little glint in the eye of the goalie there, just saying, that's not your puck, this is mine. As she gloved that one, and we go for another face-off in Dunedin zone. And that's one backwards by Canterbury, who don't keep it in the zone, so they'll send it back in, get back on side, and that's sent up to Winifred Davis in the neutral zone.
Ooh.
And she keeps with it. She gets it all the way through, puts the shot on, but It sails wide of the goal.
Anderson was there, taking the eyes away.
Good little deke, and shot and goal from
Abby
Hill.
The captain.
Brilliant stuff. That forward line for Dunedin out there with those two incredibly experienced defenders who backed up that forward line brilliantly and got the goal to put them up 5-2.
You love to see it. You love to see it. All the lines getting involved.
I think some of them can't quite believe that's their voices they can hear on the speakers right now.
It's Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson.
That's the song. And we've got a breakaway here. Oh, a couple of weird bounces there, and it ends up back with Caitlin Hill, the original shooter.
Caitlin Hill tried to almost got that one underneath the pads and bouncing it back off the inside of the pads there.
Let's send it back for Hayward. Back to Caitlin Hill behind the goal. A little bit of Hayward now chasing it down in the corner. And Shield sends that round for Cameron, who gets it out of the zone, and Biergard will chase down Thompson. Thompson does well on the blue line to stick with it and sends that down below the goal.
Gives her line mates just enough time to get the change.
We'll send that back in and stay on the attack.
So important that when you do go for those changes that you are getting the puck deep and just giving those extra few seconds for the players to get off the ice and the other players rejoining to position
Brilliantly
themselves.
timed pass from Biergard to Kloss, who's going back in again looking for another goal, but she doubles back just to look for support, and that's a good little stick in the way from Ryle.
Yeah, forced her up top. Timed her poke check to perfection, did Ryle.
And good pressure on the forecheck keeps that puck with Canterbury, but Keenan is doing her worst to try and get that out, but little shot.
Gloss tried to jam that one in between the pads and the post.
And ref just lost sight of it there, and it was in between the skates of Kloss, so wasn't too far off getting another shot there, but we'll have a face-off. And she'll stay on the ice. Ooh. Shot almost tipped in by Kloss, but doesn't quite get the right angle on it.
Shot from Barnett.
That shot is in!
Hit the back pipe.
That was...
What a blast. I think that was Gardner.
Let's just wait and see. There is a goal called, yes. They just weren't 100% sure. The way it bounced, it hit the upright in the back of the goal and just pinged straight back out.
And that's a fantastic goal as they won the face-off and got an initial shot on, which was almost tipped in, and then Kloss went back, won the puck, and found Gardner at the back there, who wound up and just smoked that one into the back of the net. Still some life here in this Inferno team.
With just over 3 minutes to go and now trailing by 2. Let's keep our eyes on the goalie.
They pulled the goalie quite early last night. We didn't really notice, did we?
No. Here they are pressuring well down deep. But Maley, the lone defender, working hard. And now it comes up for Abby Heel behind the goal, who'll skate up herself, but stick in the way from Cameron. And finally, Dunedin managed to clear it, and Canterbury will clear the zone, get a couple of changes in. So will Dunedin, and Linton sends it up for Heel. Up to Vernell, but that skips through her skates, and Jeffries now dances on the blue line, but Vernell gets his stick in the way and sends that back Canterbury's way. And Hayward is dealt with pretty easily by a few Canterbury players in the central zone. Dunedin now. Hayward fighting for it right in front of the net, but too many skates and sticks in the way, and it comes up for Caitlin Heal on the wing. Across to, couldn't see who that was, but
and
it was
across to cross.
Across to cross.
Who put one on, whistle. We play that one dead. Timeout.
Timeout called. I'm assuming that timeout's been called by Canterbury, who have 1:58 left on the clock to catch up. And I have to say, with the players they've got there, if they stack these last couple of minutes, they absolutely have the talent and the drive in those players to come out and catch up and get back to 5-all.
Yeah, well timed timeout to give your players that extra little bit of a rest. Will Matt Sanford, the coach of the Inferno, look to pull the goalie as early as he can? Got to get the puck down into the other end of the ice, though. They're going to start from their own zone. And
so we got a line of Shields, Kloss, Biergaard. Who else is out there?
We've got Gardner. I would say Cameron will be out there too.
Yes, so. Cameron and Gardner. Looking for the pass, comes across to Gardner, but the breakout's not quite going the way that Canterbury wanted to.
Still in there.
Now Shields looks for the pass, ends up in front of Biergaard, who'll go, and the goalie is heading for the bench.
As soon as they got in the zone, they don't have possession settled down just yet.
Bit of a scramble on the boards. And puck just stays in. Gardner puts a shot on, but that bounces off a stick or a skate and up into the netting.
Yeah, that one fired directly up, really high into the netting.
So now the team can reset, try and win this.
Looks like
the faceoff's been brought outside the zone.
I'm not sure why that is. Are they saying she fired it straight up into the netting? Definitely looked like a deflection.
Yes. They win the face-off, send that in, and they'll chase that in and try and keep it away from their empty net.
Big forecheck here. They've got to win the puck back in the Inferno.
Caitlin Heal now with the puck coming up. Sends it up for Sammy Hayward, but loses it in her skates.
Just lost.
Very lucky to be called onside there too. Scramble down in front of us, can't see what's happening, but it looks like Kloss has come up with the puck, sends it in deep, chased down by Lilly.
Only a few seconds remaining though.
And there you have it. That's all she wrote for this first weekend here in Dunedin, between the Dunedin Thunder Women and the Canterbury Inferno.
And what a weekend for the Dunedin Thunder, winning both games. First time they've clean sweeped an opponent in the NZWIHL. They'll be ecstatic. They got an import goalie and Naoka Wallard, who's had an amazing weekend. Shutout last night. Another win tonight. Inferno will go back to Canterbury, work on a few things. They'll have probably a game at home they'll be looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're playing Wakatipu next. There are no games next weekend, with Dunedin heading up to Auckland in a couple of weeks to play them up there.
Yep, next rounds are on the 8th and 9th of July with the Thunder Women heading to Auckland, as you say, and the Inferno at home with the Wild. So I'm sure at home you've got the ability to have your full team. You know, travelling, you only bring 3 lines. At home, you get that 4th line out there. Maybe a couple of players that don't travel joining the line. So they'll be bolstered. And we'll do the Player of the day announcements here as well.
And once that is over, of course, I'm not 100% sure on the time. In about, I can see the clock now. About half an hour's time, the puck drop will happen in Queenstown between Wakatipu and Auckland for their second game of the weekend.
It was 10-6 that game up there last night.
It's a
16
goal fest there.
Goal fest. Leave the defence at home.
Yeah, that is Emma Kloss as the player of the day, and it seems the team's already given her player of the day.
Yeah, she got that helmet on. Number 25 for Dunedin, NZWIHL from Tekapo. Congratulations to those two.
So thank you to everyone who's joined us here in Dunedin. As we said, you head off to the live stream for the Queenstown game if you want to get involved in that. And enjoy the rest of your night. And we'll see you here in a few weeks' time. Next time we're here in Dunedin will be for the semi-finals and finals a few weeks down the road. So we look forward to seeing what the league's looking like then and who will take the trophy at the end of the season.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.